everybody, back here again for our vlog a day, and today is Monday the 16th, and today was a beautiful day out weather-wise. Got kind of hot. I think it got up in the high 80s, mid 80s, something like that maybe. It was like 75+% humidity, so I can kind of feeling a little miserable there, and not really much wind to speak of, but it could have been a lot worse. I mean, we've had much hotter than that this time of year, and it wasn't raining. So those are two, really good factors to look at. So ended up spending a large chunk of the day trying to contact people through a couple different dog babysitting type programs, the websites and that, where people are willing to basically board your dog in their house and have it be more of a pet with them and their animals and other animals, as opposed to stuffed in a crate like a vet tech, something like that kind of situation where they get them out. There was one of them I looked at that would watch my dog, and they bragged they would get the dog out up to 3 times a day to go outside to go to the bathroom. So I thought that was their bragging, their selling point. And I thought, how likely are they to actually do it when this is up to 3 times? What's the chance of being 3 times? And could you imagine how freaked out your dog would be when you get back after a week of being gone and your dog was stuck in a crate all but 3 times a day? So especially with this guy here, he's had such horrible abandonment issues and that. Definitely was not looking forward to having that be a situation, and it would never have happened unless it was like life or death. That would never happen. So I had somebody who had been watching me in the past off and on, and they've kind of flaked on me the last, half dozen times. They make up some lame-ass excuse and that, which I assume I've just decided now I'm probably never going to ask anymore. I'm just giving up on the fact. And it just drives me nuts that just own up to it, man up, and say, hey, we're never going to watch the dog again or something like that would be cool. Don't make this fake bullshit excuse, and don't try and pretend like you're still a friend of mine when it's the phone only rings when you need something kind of thing. So definitely, I don't know, that one's over with and done. I tried a handful of other people. One of them that had watched him in the past before, they basically we got back to me today and said they were going in for surgery, and I was really freaked out about that. Don't know what was going on with them, but they came out of surgery. They did text me and said they were back out of surgery and that, but they were whining and complaining they were not a pain person, and I guess they were in quite a bit of pain. They were bitching about that, saying how big a wuss they were. So I told them they'd better never take up marathon running, because it's one of the things, you're going to have lots of pain in that process. So they kind of thought that was pretty funny. I'm going to check in with them tomorrow and kind of see how they're doing. I put out dozens of emails talking to dozens of people, and I got 2 responses. One of them was from a guy, basically, and I don't know, he sent me his phone number, said call anytime. I called, spoke to some other gentleman who said he wasn't there, gave me another number. The guy was kind of I don't know, I didn't like the tone of his voice. I just didn't like the attitude he had on the phone. I wasn't really a big fan of that. Gave me the other number, called up the other number, and apparently it was where the guy works, and the person answered the phone, was, I don't know, not really rude, but just was kind of like, what the hell? I don't know, apparently you don't call and ask for that person where it is by name, and they were like, what the hell? That guy got on the phone and acted like he was pissed off at me for calling him, I assume at his job, even though the other person that I spoke to at the original number he'd given me had told me to call. I assumed it was a cell phone number. The guy was kind of a dick. Said he'd call me back after 6, and never heard from him again. So definitely kind of, either way, I wasn't really feeling them. They weren't going to get my dog. Another lady I was pretty excited about. She seemed like a good person. Communicated back and forth quite a bit. Turns out she had somebody else who had booked a stay with her, but hadn't spoke to her in over 2 weeks, and she couldn't get a hold of them. And of course she did, now that she had me wanting to book at the same time. She started really pushing them, and they then responded back and said they're still on, and they claimed their little dog is scared of big dogs. So that threw me off that one. So that was out. I fought and fought and fought. I looked everywhere, and it's amazing how many flakes are out there claiming to be doing this crap. End up getting a hold of a couple. Talked to him a couple times now. Seems like a nice enough guy. He's got a couple of big dogs, and they've had a great day in the past. They've had other great days they babysit, so it's hopefully a good thing. I think I may have actually met the female half of the couple up there that's doing the grooming. I believe I've probably met her. I've been into her place of business handful of times and stuff, so that's kind of an interesting thing there. I thought it was kind of cool. Don't remember her per se. Hopefully when I see her Wednesday, I'll be able to recognize her, and we'll be able to go from there. As of right now, I've got it booked out, and I'm going to drop him off Wednesday at 7:30 a.m. And then from there, we're going to basically, I'm going to meet up with my buddy in Des Moines, and we're going to book ass towards Colorado. We're going to hang out in that area, part of the country, until Sunday morning. Get up, run the highest marathon in the world, and then basically book ass back towards home, and hopefully back in Iowa Sunday really, really late, or Monday really early. So, not sure exactly what's going on there, but we'll hopefully figure it out. And if all goes poorly up there with the dogs meeting, if things don't go well, and it just all goes to shit, and they're not getting along at all, my trip will be canceled. I will basically call it off. I'll pack his ass up, and I'll bring him back home. So, that right there is where we're at. I'm really kind of dreading the idea of running a marathon at over 8,000 feet. That's kind of a scary thought there. Who knows? Hopefully it'll be a good time. I'm really freaking out a little bit. The whole stress of trying to find somebody to watch my dog was bullshit. Drove me crazy there. And then also just the cost in that, freaking they're charging by the night. It's an expensive little thing here. It drives me nuts. But on top of that one, not being in the state is going to really kind of freak me out. I've never left him alone when I'm out of state with somebody he doesn't know. I've never left him alone with anybody he doesn't know, period. And to drop him off like this and head for Colorado freaks me out because I'm out there in a rental car, it's not in my vehicle. So if I get out there and all hell breaks loose with the dog, I can't get back home. I don't own a credit card. I can't rent a car. I could possibly get like a bus ticket or a plane ticket and fly my ass back to Des Moines. Probably a plane ticket, I guess. Grab my car and head over there. But it's just one of those things that's going to suck if that happens. So trying not to think negatively. He's awesome with all dogs. He's so good. It's just, hopefully their dogs do well with it. They've got a 7-month-old that they say has tons of energy, which would be good for him. Hopefully we'll wear each other out and play well. So that's pretty much all I've got for right now. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Have yourself a safe and wonderful day. Thanks for watching.